My name's Sam, I'm from Cheltenham and I'm 14 years old.
My name's Zoe, I'm 13 and I'm from Bristol.
My favourite things to do are playing on the Xbox and just hanging around with my friends.
I like horse riding, I like swimming.
I think I'm quite funny. I enjoy to make people laugh, so.
If you ask my mum what I was good at, she'd probably say chatting. I talk a lot.
The other day when I was in town in my wheelchair, I was trying to get into a shop and someone was in my way and I just said, "Excuse me," and they sort of jumped out the way and they looked quite scared. So that was pretty awful.
I feel like people see my wheelchair, not me, when, say, if they're walking in the street and then they talk to their children about me. Get out the way, that wheelchair, get out the way, or something like that. That makes me feel like people are seeing me as someone in a wheelchair, not like a person.
It makes me sort of feel like an object because I'm not a scary person. I'm just in a wheelchair and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It makes me feel quite bad because I don't want to make people feel like that and I don't think I should have to sort of deal with that.
I feel like it's more about my personality and what I'm like, and I don't know, like that, rather than that I have a muscle condition. I don't feel like it's an important thing for people to talk about or like know about. Sometimes my friends make assumptions about me. Simple things like meetups. It's more, Zoe can't come because there's not enough drop curbs for her to get into the place, or you're not invited, or because you can't get there.
My friends, a while ago, they were planning to go up the hill for a picnic and then they sort of changed their mind straight away because they thought, oh, Sam won't be able to do that. But in reality, I thought that I could.
It feels like there's probably ways around it and people don't really take the time to think about those things.
In school, there was a trip to Iceland and they said that I couldn't go because we had to walk up onto a glacier and I wouldn't have been able to do that in a wheelchair, but I wouldn't have necessarily had to be in a wheelchair. And they sort of just assumed that I couldn't, and that was just one day of the 2-week trip. It wasn't great. And there was a German exchange trip that they said I couldn't go on because they didn't think it would be fair to a family to sort of have to look after me, but I don't really need looking after.
I feel like they're not really making enough effort to include me. You shouldn't have to ask about access on a trip or something. They should just be thinking about that automatically when they decide to go somewhere.
I just feel like a nuisance because I feel like people have to accommodate me and have to change plans because I'm in a wheelchair or because I can't do things like other people.
I think they should just ask about all the different things that could be done to help the situation.
Don't assume.
Just ask.
I feel like I've had to mature a lot because of my muscle condition, because I sort of you just have to get on with it, and most kids don't have to deal with this.
I feel like I don't need to cope with having a muscle condition because it's normal to me, and just because it doesn't mean I'm suffering just because I do things a little bit differently to you or somebody else.
When I was younger, I've sort of been quite down. I didn't know anyone else going through what I'm going through, and my parents didn't really know what was going on, neither did I. I feel like you sort of just have to talk about it. Otherwise, if you just bottle it up, then it sort of all just comes out in a bit of an explosion one day. And I have bottled it up quite a bit because I feel like nobody else will understand it. But I sort of realise that they do and that people can help. I think I've got all of the support in place that I need. Like, I've got a psychologist, I've got a TA at school. You just need to get a really good support team in place, and that just makes it all a lot easier.
I think growing up with a muscle condition has maybe a stronger person You kind of gain a bit more strength when you have other things to deal with.
I get a lot of strength from my friends and family because they sort of like almost cheer me on. If I can't do something, they will sort of make sure that I work it out. If I just found out someone had a muscle condition, I'd say to them, just keep going. It does get a lot easier, and just get all that support in place.
It's not the end of the world. I mean, if someone's been newly diagnosed, I would just say that you can get lots of support, and I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like you just have to do something slightly differently to someone else. So you shouldn't be upset about it or scared about it. Lots of people deal with it, and it's just kind of normal. So.